Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For this defense, CD, going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on third down, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Running left, here's Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, Hopkins. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On second and very short, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, third down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second and 7.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018. Named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
On 1st down, Edmonds. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. This effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ten 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater for the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. I'm coming.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mayfield on play action. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Second down and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught. Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Second and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first and 10 is Conner. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the gun, a give to Conner. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
At their own 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down gain of 19. First down, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zaven Collins, rookie 1st-round pick there on the stop. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
52 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray now. And the catch made by Hopkins.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. On the handoff, Connor will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Prater's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play fake. Mayfield. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 46-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for